For more, I'm joined now by Axios media reporter Sara Fischer and big technology founder Alex Kantrowitz, who is also a CNBC contributor. Welcome to you both. Sara, I'll start with you. First of all, can you clarify for us, if this deal falls apart, does Musk pay the breakup fee or does he receive it?
Well, I'm assuming that he's going to be the one. I mean, at the end of the day, he has had ample time to ask management for statistics around bots and spam accounts. And so if he's claiming that that's the reason that he would be putting a deal on pause, I would assume that he would be the one to pay that breakup fee, Kelly. But I don't see at this point Musk totally walking away from the deal. I think more likely what you see happening is, look, he could be sending a warning shot, or he could be trying to renegotiate, keep this price a little bit lower than that initial $54 per share bid.
Right. Alex, why should he pay $54.20 when the stock is trading at 40 and there didn't seem like any other suitors?
Absolutely right. He shouldn't pay that amount of money. And any one of us, if we made a deal, and then the market collapsed, we would try to renegotiate as well. And that's what I think Elon's doing. I think the market has it exactly right, putting Twitter shares down 9%. So they're expecting that the deal will close, but it will be at a discount compared to what Elon agreed to. Now, he said, this is my last and final offer. I don't want to play the back and forth game. But that was at the end of a 10-year bull run. We're now in the middle of the beginning of what might be a bear market. And so, of course, Elon's going to pay less. And so I do think the deal will still close. I think the market has it right, but he's just not going to pay that $54.20.
Legally, Sara, not that stopped him in the past, but what are the options for that price to be renegotiated once the initial deal is reached?
Well, really he has to decide by the board. I mean, at this point, Elon Musk has said that he's unwilling to budge, but the language today sounds a lot like he is willing to move a lot further down. I think it's just a determination of what the board's willing to accept. Now, what's complicated about this, Kelly, is that originally at that $54 bid, you did have some investors that were trying to rebuke the deal saying, hey, we were trading at $60 a few months ago. But to Alex's point, the market is so different. I actually think the board would be, very wise to accept the deal, even if it's at the low 40s, even if it's at high 30s, because at this point, it doesn't look like Twitter is going to get much momentum moving forward.
Alex, can he come in and just unilaterally say, never mind, I'm offering $44.20 now?
I mean, sure, he can threaten to pay that breakup fee and say, listen, the best that you're going to get is this discounted price that I'm offering to you. And the board would be hard pressed to turn him down. I mean, look at what's happening in the stock market right now. There's not a lot of leeway for companies that have historically poor performance and are trying to get the market to trust them, which is the case with Twitter. So if Elon says, listen, I'm willing to pay that breakup fee unless you come down, I think the board would be hard pressed to say no. He has all the leverage in this situation, given the fact that the market is tanking the way that it is. And I expect him to be successful here in terms of his quest to take the price down.
And what are the implications, Sara, of the drop in shares of Tesla at the same time and the extent to which it sounds like he's trying to renegotiate financing to make it less credit-driven, for lack of a better word?
Well, at first, Tesla shares took a hit, of course, because there was concerns amongst investors that they were going to have a part-time CEO, which is, of course, ironic because that was the criticism of Jack Dorsey when he was running Twitter. You saw shares go up today because I think that they were optimistic that if that deal was dropped, they'd have a CEO that'd be paying attention to their company full time. Now, of course, there's also the situation where what happens if Tesla stock continues to sink and Elon Musk keeps pulling out shares? What are the implications for that? I think at this point, Tesla's investors are kind of on a holding pattern. I think his follow-up tweet around 7:44 a.m. saying, hey, I'm still taking this bid seriously, kind of gotten Tesla investors realizing that they may have gotten their hopes up just 2 hours before.